happy you are tuning in here. Welcome so much. My name is Petra and I live in Eksjö, a small town in Sweden, with my husband, our dog Luke, and our 5 daughters. So, I was supposed to record last week. I thought maybe I should start doing every Monday, but something happened. I don't remember what it was. And then I was supposed to record yesterday because it was Monday, but then something else happened. So now it's Tuesday, and I hope I will get this out today. And I'm not going to be too disturbed by children coming home from school and stuff. So yeah, I've just been away having my morning class, yoga morning class. So I'm not greasy in my hair. I'm just I've just taken a shower. It feels like I have done that every time, and I see in my camera it looks like I really need a shower instead. But anyway, so where to begin? What have I been up to these 2 weeks? You know, my memory is like, I'm like a goldfish. What happened yesterday happened yesterday. And it's like, well, the new day is coming, and I kind of forgot. Anyway, I know this weekend, me and my colleague Mia, that runs our yoga studio together, was on this, what do you call it? Fair, maybe, like a health. There is a place like like a hotel, or what you call it, a little bit outside in the forest outside Eksjö, and we have this little community here around Eksjö with all the like health businesses. So we did this health fair, if that's how you say, together. So this weekend there was maybe 20-25 different business that works with health like you know, like us with yoga or massage, or you have personal trainings, maybe you have gong. I don't know what that's, if you know what that is in English, gong. Anyway, it was a really lovely day. It was really fun. There was a lot of visitors, and we all did some, you know, you could come and try out. So you could, for example, you can come and try out some yoga classes that we had, and yeah, people seemed happy, and it was really nice to meet all the other businesses in our area, and it was really cozy day, I think. And you could also take a sauna and jump in the little lake that's just beside the sauna there. So my husband Robert did. I didn't have the time, but I know there were a few people that did that as well. So we had a really nice weekend with that. And last weekend I actually haven't any clue. I don't remember what we did. But you know, I don't know, it's getting spring, it's getting lighter. Things happen, I think. You get a little more, I don't know, it's things happen and you're more busy, it feels like. And I had a lot of yoga classes last week because my colleague was away on some other stuff, so I kind of had yoga classes almost every day and evening. So yeah, it was a busy week. And yesterday was a really beautiful, it's starting to get spring here. It's not green or so yet, the leaves hasn't arrived, but you can feel it in the air that it's coming soon. And yesterday, like 2 days now, it has been just blue sky, sun, kind of chilly. I think it was -7 degrees yesterday. and maybe also the day before, but it's beautiful outside, and you can hear the birds coming, the spring birds coming, and it's just lovely. And yesterday after my morning practice I was supposed to record, but we had a little one of my daughters were home. She has been a little sick, not feeling well, and I asked her if she could come on a slow walk in the sun, getting some air, you know, and just maybe that would be nice to feel a little better. So she did, and then we talked a little. She's graduating this summer now. It's almost like only 2 months to go, and yeah, I have felt there's a little anxiousness somehow in her, and sometimes she has a little difficult to open up, and we started to talk a bit, and yeah, then she opened up a little, and we talked about, you know, growing up. It's scary, you don't know what to do, and it feels like maybe everyone else has everything under control, you know what they want to be and everything. And so we just took a long walk and sat on a little hill in the sun, talking about life stuff and things like that. So the time passed, and I didn't get the time to record this episode, but of course it was totally worth it. It was yeah, we had a nice day together instead. So yeah, so today I think everyone except for my husband is out of the house. He's down in the basement working, because he's working from home a few days a week. So now I thought it was time to get back to talk a little bit about my knitting. I also have classes this afternoon and things like that, so it might not be the longest episode today. I'll see what I managed to squeeze in here. So I know I showed you all my new wools last time I recorded, I think, and I have been carding a little bit on the new carding machine that I got. I think I showed you. I thought I could show you what I spun up. No, I don't find it. Yes, I have a little new, I don't know if you see, I have a little new setup. I actually was on the store finding this little furniture here, because I had some stuff lying under and above this locker, closet, or whatever you call it. And so I found this and some wooden boxes and stuff, so I could place all my stuff for show, not for show, but you know, so I could have them available easily, not stuffed under and tugged in everywhere. So I'm really happy about this. So now I have my electric spinning here, but I could also have it here when I don't use it, and all my bobbins and stuff, and all my crafting books. I could, it's not all my crafting books, a few of them anyway. So that's how they look. So anyway, I have been drum carding a bit as well. I actually don't know if this is able to see with the colors. I carded a really dark bat with the was it the, I don't remember now what wool it was. It was the dark wool I showed you last time. It might be Värmlandsullen or maybe black fin wool, I don't remember. It might be Värmland, I guess I have it somewhere. And I carded in some rust and some pinks and teal and green, and I think this will be really, really nice. I decided I want to card maybe like 400 gram bats that I will spin to a 2-ply and knit the Traveler shawl by Andrew Mowry, because there's a lot of people knitting that one in handspun and it looks really, really beautiful. So I thought I wanted to give that a try as well. So this is the first one. The other single is soon done, so we apply them together. Might show them like next time. And then I think maybe I will also add some lighter gray wool to this dark gray or brownish, so it kind of fades almost in the same colors, but it gets a little brighter or lighter for every skein I spin. I think that could be really nice. I hope so anyway. However, I don't know if I actually carded this properly. I should have maybe carded it one more time. I don't know. It's a little, you know, pieces in it that gets a little stuck when I spin, but I'm not that used to spin with bats. I have spun more with roving, and that feels a lot easier, I think. And this is a little more uneven, and but I guess that's just to learn and try out and see how it gets. So that's my plan for spinning the time that comes now. So that might be my next that's my next spinning project anyway. So, and I also have a finished object, and I showed you last time, but then it wasn't done. It's not blocked. I bound off yesterday evening, so it's still a little messy, and all the woven in all the ends and stuff. So my husband's Riddari, this is how it looks. Yeah, and I also did the pattern on the sleeves and down here. I didn't go down as much for the needle for the hem as the pattern said, which of course made it a little sloppier, but I hope it will you know, turn out good when I have washed it and maybe do a little, give it a spin dryer treatment, so it will be a little softer and stuff. But I think it's really beautiful. I think it will be really nice. And I knitted this top down instead of bottom up as it's designed for. So I just kind of, you know, turn the pattern upside down and knitted from there. And I could then add some short rows in the neck as well. So he hasn't tried it on yet, so I hope he has to do it when I think I will block it first, so it looks really good. And then I will take some pictures and put on Instagram, so maybe you could see how it looks on him. I think it will suit him really nice anyway. And the yarn is Let Loopy in a dark, like a black sheep, I think it's the one, and this one is just called Grey. I think I mentioned the numbers for the yarn in the previous episode. So I'm really happy with it. I think it's really beautiful. And my friend Eva said if I soak it really good and do the spin dryer thing, it will be a little softer and smoother in the surface as well. So yeah, really happy with that one. And what else? I am wearing, I can say what I wear. I think I talked about this the last time. This is just, you know, the simple Sophie scarf by Petiteknit, I think. So I just made a few stitches less because I didn't want it. I'm really not a scarf person. I wouldn't use this to just tie around my neck. I would not like that. It's not my kind of cup of tea, but I really like wearing headbands, both when I'm out and now it's still cold, but also inside. So I really like this one. I held the 2 strands of Holst Super Soft together, and this is the color Tobacco, and that's one of my favorite Holst colors, I think. It's really, really beautiful. I don't know if I have it there. Anyway. And I also wear this cloud bow from an old pom-pom magazine. And I really like this one. So this is how it looks. I used some just mohair that I had lying around, some of my own dyed ones, and maybe something that I had bought. I don't know if you can see it. So I had 1 strand of white mohair all along, or undyed mohair. And then I just switched to, there's like a light gray and this rust. It's actually this one because that's double. And some brown and some stuff. So this is how it looks. I don't know if you can see. It's kind of wide. Oh, it was not the easiest way to show. I really like this one. I would actually want another one. I could imagine knitting one in black, maybe black mohair. Maybe another striped one. It's really nice with these stripes. I also have a lot of, you know, since I closed my Frivolbari shop, I had some mohair left, and I have a lot of this color, so much of this color. It's not at all like that, however. Anyway, I'm thinking maybe I would knit another one with double strand of mohair, because it's really airy and soft, I think. And I'm thinking maybe I could use a lot of my mohair for a ranunculus in double strands of mohair. I think that could be really nice. So yeah, that's one plan I have for following projects to cast on. Just gonna, sorry, just need some water. Yes, so that's what I'm wearing. Anyway, I was also talking about my work in progress. One of them, I was a little bit tired of the Riddari. Because my husband is it's a big man, and these sleeves are so long. It felt that it was never going to be finished, so I just had to cast on another thing in the meantime as well. So I think I showed you this yarn in a previous podcast. This is Wool Dreamer's Sauna. I don't know if you can see. Yes, and here we go. And this is a really beautiful yarn. It's like wool and cotton. Wool and cotton. Algodón de Andalusia. I think it's cotton anyway. However, I think so. I decided I have these 2 colors and 4 balls of each, and I decided I want like a spring top or something in the light one. So I decided to cast on what's the name? Cumulus Tee, I think. The Cumulus Tee in a fingering weight yarn by Petiteknit. However, I didn't want the V-shaped version of it, so I decided I would try to make it like and please help me if you are an English-speaking person. There are V-shaped necklines, and if you'd like this one, rounded. I wanted to search for that on Ravelry, but I can't imagine. Is it like a U-neck? No. In Sweden we would say U-ringning, like a U, like the letter U neckline. but that sounds really strange in English. So what shall I seek for if I would like to seek on Ravelry for it? What's the name for this shape? I would really appreciate if you could say. Anyway, so I decided, because I had already paid for previous for this Tee version, so I decided I can knit that one, but I want it with another neckline, as I said. So I cast it on and just went with the flow somehow to try out to make this shape instead. And I think it turned out quite nice. Maybe not the perfect, it's a little edgy here, because I didn't do anything down to here, just one, you know, like one side stitch, and then I decided to increase one stitch every other row for like 8 or 10 rows, and then I just cast it on the next of the neck, of these stitches. And the thing is, when you knit, I don't know if it's possible, but when you knit like this shape for a neckline, it's, if I would have knitted it bottom up, I would have maybe, you know, have some maybe added, you know, like decreased 3 stitches, then 2 stitches, then 1 stitch to get the more of this rounded stuff. But when you knit it from top down, it feels like you can only increase 1 stitch. You can't like decrease or increase 3 stitches at a time. Correct me if you have another idea of how to do this. I didn't have any good ideas anyway in my head, so I just went with this one, and that might be fine. So anyway, it will work for this time. I would love to get your tip on lovely summer tees, if you have any good ones with these little wider necklines. Anyway, so I'm hoping the yarn will be enough. I have 2 balls left with 50 grams each, and I used 2, and I would like to have like this one, a 3/4 sleeve, not this wide, but this length. So I hope that will be enough for the top. And I must say, I really like this yarn. It's beautiful. It's a little kind of uneven, which makes it really alive, and the colors are heathered, really beautiful yarn, and I really like to knit with it. So I can really I'm dropping a stitch. I could really recommend this this yarn actually. I have another from them that I'm a little more skeptical of. I will talk about it soon. So anyway, I think this will be great. I will make it like a cropped version to have over high-waisted skirt or something, or jeans. So it will not be long. And then I always will use maybe like a black top underneath, so it will not be long. Yeah, so I can really recommend this yarn. I would say it is a light fingering because it has 220 meters on 50 grams. It's almost like Holst, but this feels almost like the double thickness, because it's really, it must be woolen spun somehow, because it's really plump and it feels out great. And I knit now on a 3.5 millimeter needle, I think. I can't see, you know, without my glasses. Yeah, I think 25. I can't see. No, I can't see. Anyway. Your eyes, when you're getting older, they are not as they used to be. Anyway, so yeah, it feels much heavier, and it really feels out on a 3.5 or whatever. So really like it. I think I would like, because I have this color as well. all the boring colors maybe. But I'm thinking maybe I would like to knit like an open, small little, you know, just like a summer cardigan, because I really like to use just like this tank tops in cotton or whatever. But I many times feel I think it's nice to just have like an open little cardigan over. If you have any tips for that as well, I've been looking around a little. I think I saw I don't know now. I think I found a pattern. I would like, you know, one that's just open, no buttons or whatever, a little shorter version that you can just slip over your tank top or whatever. So if you have any suggestions or recommendations, please let me know. And I think that might be enough with the 4 skeins of that as well, if so. So that was that project. I hope, yeah, this is going really fast. And I actually bought some new needles. I think I talked about in the previous episode about my bamboo needles that I enjoy, but I think they wear out quickly. I don't know, it might be me that's hard wearing. So I decided to try these Knit Pro ginger. I think they're called ginger because of the color. Can you? I think you can see. And I really like this one. They have beautiful tree or wood or whatever you say. And it's Knit Pro has now this like the steel cable, more close to the red lace cable that Xiaogu has. So, and I actually like the cable. However, I must say the joints, do you say that? It sounds like something you smoke in American movies. Joints? Oh. Anyway, these thing here, they are not as smooth as Xiaogu, I think. They are a little, the yarn gets stuck. And but anyway, I'm more happy maybe than I thought I would be, because I really didn't like the old cables, the nylon cables Knit Pro has. So, and I thought maybe first I would buy the Lykke needles, but I couldn't find, well, I could find them, but they were just available in sets, and I don't very seldom use knitting needles over 5 millimeters. And then I thought it was, I didn't need to spend that much money on needles that I wouldn't use. So I just bought like 4 or 5 tips on these up to 5 millimeters and a few cables. And I'm really happy with them. I really like them. They are nice. So that was that. The next project on my needle is my Lunae shawl by Natasja Hornby, and this is how far I have come. So this is the upper part. So this is a straight upper part, and I'm picking up stitches for the wide border that I'm supposed to. Didn't I keep the... So stupid. I didn't keep the... Anyway, I showed it before. So it will be a wide border on this one with a lot of mosaic knitting. And I use also for this shawl, can you see it? For this shawl I'm using also Wool Dreamers, the Cautiva. See if we can. There we go. It's a little bit slow, but anyway, cautiva, and this is 100% local Spanish wool. I don't know, this was the yarn I thought I would talk about. There is something with this yarn that makes me, I don't like it as much as the other quality. It's really dry somehow, and if I said this is like heathered and a little spongy, this is not heathered, because I think all the colors are dyed on white wool, and I'm a sucker for heathered, deep yarns where it happens something, and I find this a little, I don't know what to say, a little boring. And I don't mean to be, I don't want to, you know, be stupid somehow. But I find it a little flat, if you could say it like that, a little flat. However, since there is a lot of structure in this shawl, or there's kind of only structure, I think it will work fine with the yarn anyway. However, I think I wouldn't, I don't think I would use this for, I don't know if I will buy this anymore. I would totally buy the other one because I really like that. Anyway, you know, that's my personal preferences. So you might love this cautiva. I love that it's a really woolly, beautiful local wool to where they live, and that they take care of the wool and stuff. Yeah, anyway, that's my thoughts. I think the shawl will be really lovely anyway. The only trouble I had was picking up the stitches on the edge. I am so bad at picking up stitches. It's like I did this neckline. I have to redo it and do it again, and it's like I'm not able to pick it up correctly. I don't know if you can see how it looks. It doesn't get even. And I don't know how many stitches I would pick up for to know, you know, get the right gauge, not get it too loose or too tight. And I know I could Google it or YouTube it, and I watched some videos as well many times during my knitting life, but it's like I'm not good at it. That's just how it is. So anyway, and it also, like, you know, falls out like this. I don't like it. I don't know if I take too much fabric. I don't know what I do. It doesn't show up that nice that I would like it to. When I watch other people doing it, it looks so beautiful, almost, you know, like tailored. Everything is just really nice, and it doesn't look like that when I pick up. And for this one, I get this really, it looks so messy. Anyway, it will be shawl and it will be wrapped around my neck, so it might be fine anyway. However, I find it really fun to knit mosaic. I haven't done that before. Yes, I have in like the shifty. I have, but it's fun anyway. I haven't done it a lot, so I think it's really fun, and I think the shawl will be beautiful when it's done anyway. So yeah, that was next project. I don't know what I have more to show. I'm also knitting away on another sock. My dear mom wrote to me that she could actually take the sock that I showed you the last time. This is how it turned out, like a shorty sock. from my Zauberball, maybe, if it's German. However, before I cast it on the second one and decided if I'm thinking maybe I would knit another one and give this as a pair to my mom. Or otherwise, I can give this to her and the yarn and a needle, and she can knit that one for herself. Yeah, I will see what I do with that one. So anyway, I wanted to cast on another color that I had, and one of you viewers wrote about the pattern or something, that you took the end from inside and outside, so you knit like every other row from inside and from outside. And I decided to do that because then I wouldn't get these really long shifting, especially if there was like variegations that I don't like that much in this game. So I decided I did that. So that's why there's 2 strands hanging here, because I've knit every other row. And this is how it looks so far. This is the color. And I really like it. There's like, I'm coming here now. It's almost like a little teal and rust. I don't know if you can see it. This is more of the color that it actually is. It looks a little bit washed out over here, but I think these will turn out really great. So I'm just knitting a 2x2 rib. I think I will do these a little longer. It would be perfect to have in the yoga studio when I need some warmth around my legs. So I think I will make kind of a long one. It's like 150 grams in this, so I can do a long sock. And this, I think I like this. This turns out really great, and it's a sport weight yarn with 400 meters on 150 grams. So it's kind of a heavier fingering or sport weight. And I'm knitting it on a 2.5 millimeter needle. I started with 3 and then I went over to 2.75, and now I went down to 2.5, just because there's something in the tension that I do when I knit that makes my hand hurts. And I have been aware of that because I had a period like before winter, I didn't knit that much. And then at the moment I'm starting to get kind of hurt in my arms. And I thought maybe, I don't know what it was from. Maybe it was from my yoga practice, or if it was from, I don't know, you know. But now I feel, I wonder if it's not my knitting actually, because I sit and I tension the yarn like this, which makes me, you know, activating these, and I get really tired. I felt it the evening, and when I sleep, I have had this before with my knitting, that if I knit a lot, my arms and my shoulders start to, how do you say that in English? In Swedish, de domnar bort. They sleep somehow, but not sleep. They are really, you can feel your arms, and then it's like pulse. I don't know, this is, I'm sorry, this is such a strange episode. I don't know, my head is somewhere strange in the air today, I think. Anyway, so I'm a little bothered by that at the moment with my knitting. So I'm trying to go down with my needles and not, you know, forcing the stitches to be smaller than they want to be. So I think that's somehow what I have to adjust at the moment, not to get too much pain in my shoulders and in my arms. Have you had this? Have you felt like this when you knit a lot? I don't know. Might be common, I guess. And I'm using, I know I did this little yoga video, but I'm actually using the yoga to get rid of it. Because when you sit like this, I'm really good at, you know, when I have been sitting knitting for a while, I just, I need to straighten up my shoulders. So I do a lot of my yoga motions to release and let go of the tension. But it's not fun anyway when you do something that you like and you feel you get a little hurt from it. So anyway, that was that. I actually only made one granny square since I recorded last time, so that's not a lot. So the pile is kind of the same size. And as I said to you last time, I think I bought this holst that I will hold together, and I think I will do like one row around every square, and then use this as well to crochet it together, because I want a little more of the white around the squares. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I bought a lot of this. It might be something else as well. I'm really fond of this super soft. I also would like some thinner, like little airy tops I could use in this one. I like it. It's nice and it smells good. Okay. So what else to show? I brought out my old shawl set to place my ginger needles that I bought. So this is like the wooden needles that I bought. I really like them. Yes. And so I think now when Robert's Riddari is done and I almost halfway through at least with this little top, I would like to cast on the sweater that I talked about last time in these colors from the Petiteknit. And now I don't remember the name of it. I showed it last time. I will show it next time anyway, if I have casted it on. So this might be the next project, like a cropped, long-sleeved collar yoke sweater. I'm really looking forward to that. And I also have a lot of let lopi and my plötelopi here. That will be like a long, I don't know, like lopi tunic by Melody Hoffman. And I have my beautiful gray black wool that I bought from the wool fair. So I have a lot of yarns and projects that I would like to cast on at the moment. But since it's getting spring, maybe I should focus on, you know, like a spring cardigan, or you know, things like that. Anyway, so I think that will be that for this time. I have some other stuff to do, so there will be a little yoga chat maybe next episode instead. So I hope that's fine, just doing the knitting part this time. I hope you're really fine. Thank you so much for your lovely comments and for stepping by my little corner here and being positive, giving lovely comments and everything. I really appreciate it. And if there's something you would like me to talk about or whatever, please write it down below or whatever. And maybe give a thumbs up or subscribe if you like the content. So, that was it for this time. Thank you so much. I wish you a lovely week and hopefully I see you again next week. Bye bye!